Bitcoin had a weekly close below a very key moving average right here. Guys, does this mean that Bitcoin can see a further drop to the downside? Or is it still possible that Bitcoin can recover from this breakdown and still see a rally, still go back into a uptrend and finish this correction? Guys, that will be the topic of today's video. We are going to have a look at some on-chain statistics. We are going to have a look at the S&P 500 and we are going to have a look at the Dixie chart. Maybe those charts can tell us a little bit more what is going on with Bitcoin, as there is a correlation or an inverse correlation. So yeah guys, all about that in today's video. With that being said, my name is Jeroen. Welcome to the blockchain today. Let's dive straight into it. And before we are jumping into the Bitcoin price action, guys, make sure to scroll below this video and to hit the thumbs up button. That is very, very much appreciated. Now let's dive into it. And what we can see is that Bitcoin right now, just this last weekly close below the 50-week moving average, which is an important key moving average on the weekly time frame after losing the 20 weekly and the 21 weekly EMA. And so the chances actually very much decreasing right now that we are going to see a kind of V-shaped recovery, right? Because we have multiple weekly closes below these key moving averages, especially the 20-week moving average. Let me bring that moving average as well, and the 21 weekly EMA. Here we got the 21 weekly EMA, and here I will set the 20-week moving average. So what we can see, and this is actually normally a bull market support band, which basically means that if we trade above these moving averages and these levels can act as support, we are in a strong uptrend on the weekly time frame. If we trade below these levels, we basically in a downtrend if we solely consider these key levels to be deterministic for a uptrend or downtrend on the weekly time frame. So guys, what we basically have seen, right, we got a weekly close below these key moving averages, huge wick to the downside. But we had a bounce. We tested these levels as resistance, and so far we are seeing lower levels. And the support, the former support, which is coming after the 20-week moving average, the 50-week, right now we also got a weekly close below that level. So this level might act as resistance, which is at roughly $48,000. However, guys, these are macro levels, so this is on a weekly time frame. Important to note. Let's dive into a shorter term time frame and let's have a look what is going on right there. And first of all, let's go to the daily time frame. And I want to bring out the momentum indicators right here as well. So what we can see on the daily time frame, and that is actually the shorter term time frames are rather looking more bullish than bearish in my opinion. Where I also have been making the last videos about, right? I'm thinking that eventually Bitcoin will break out to the upside from this formation. However, as long as we are trading within this formation, and that is this descending channel, I think we still can see lower levels as long as we are trading within that structure, descending structure. Bitcoin is clearly in a downtrend in shorter term time frames. However, within that downtrend, we are seeing a lot of bullish signs, to be honest. We have negative funding rates right here. We have right now a bullish divergence on the daily time frame. We got a small bullish divergence right here, which is that we are seeing the price making lower lows, but the relative strength index making higher lows right here. The MACD on the daily time frame is making a bullish cross, but we also have a potential hidden bullish divergence. And let me show you how that looks. We got a low right here. So far, we have been setting a higher low in the price of Bitcoin, right? We are still in this downtrend, so this is not confirmed yet. This is just forming, and that's why I want to point that out. If we look at the momentum indicator, we can see that compared to this low, we've already surpassed that low in the relative strength index, which is a hidden bullish divergence. And a hidden bullish divergence is most of the time not as strong as a regular bullish divergence. However, it does show a sign that there could be some bullish divergence or bullish momentum boiling up in the background of Bitcoin. And let me give you another example. So for example, right here we had a low, and then we formed a higher low in the Bitcoin price, right? And if we have a look at the relative strength index, we formed kind of a double bottom Also kind of a hidden bullish divergence, as the relative strength index right here is retracing farther than the price, and that is the bullish signal right here, because if it would retrace at the same pace, then it would be right here. The price should be at the same levels as where the momentum indicator has set that certain low, and the opposite is true as well. Of course, it's also possible that if the price would retrace further than the momentum indicator, that would be a bearish sign, but in this case we can see that the momentum indicator is actually retracing further. We've also seen that right here, so that is just an important thing to note, that in the background of this price action we are actually seeing the first signals, potential signals of a reversal pattern. And also some points I want to point out is that we have some clear declining resistance over on the momentum indicator on the daily time frame, and normally if we can break above such a declining resistance, then that can also spark a nice rally in the Bitcoin price. So these are signals that I'm waiting for right now. However, we have to be patient, right? We have to be patient right here, because we don't have any confirmation as of now that Bitcoin is seeing a reversal from these levels. To get that confirmation, guys, we first need to break at least this declining resistance and see Bitcoin and see a nice reaction in the Bitcoin price. Maybe see the volume increasing as well, because the volume is going down, which is also a signal that volatility or a big breakout, a big move, most likely is going to come in the Bitcoin price very, very soon. So right here we can see during this formation the volume is continue to declining. And guys, normally that means that Bitcoin basically is preparing for a breakout. So I expect a big move once we are going to leave this formation. Although we had that weekly close below the 50-week moving average, I think structurally we have to assume Bitcoin continuing this downtrend. However, I still do lean to the fact that I think the chances of Bitcoin eventually breaking the structure to the upside is right now higher than breaking out to the downside. So that would change, of course, if we would say the sentiment change, the sentiment becoming more bullish, funding rates going to positive again. Then I would actually say, okay, we might see a further drop in the Bitcoin price. But as of now, from all the signals that I'm seeing right now, I'm still leaning to the fact that eventually I think leaving this structure is more likely to the upside. However, the structure right now is still in a short-term downtrend. So I expect Bitcoin to continue this downtrend, and this breakout is not confirmed only after we are breaking the declining resistance right here. Then guys, for all the traders who are interested in trading this major breakout that is coming up sooner or later, I'm recommending 3 exchanges down below this video, and if you sign up on one of these exchanges using my affiliate link, you can get an additional bonus. And right now there's a big bonus going on over on the Bybit exchange, and you have a limited time to claim that bonus. It is a bonus of $4,100 and a 10% discount on your fees. So basically you will get a 3.5% deposit bonus up to $4,100 and a 10% discount on your fees. On Bybit you can trade with leverage, but you can also trade there over on the spot market, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a lot of altcoins they are offering there as well. Then guys, we have the Femix platform where you can get a $1,200 bonus. The Femix platform is quite similar to that of Bybit. You can trade with leverage, but also on the spot market. And on the Prime XPT exchange, you can get a 25% discount on your fees. So for all the traders interested in that, you can find all of my affiliate links down below this video. Then guys, we are going to have a look at some different charts. First of all, I want to have a look at the illiquid supply ratio, which is basically saying right now that Bitcoin is moving to stronger hands, basically to entities who has a less record of selling their Bitcoin, which is basically bullish for Bitcoin. So what we can see right here is that once this metric is going down, the illiquid supply ratio, that basically means that Bitcoin is being sold to weak hands, people who are wallets that have been selling more often in the past, right? So that is a logical thing that we are seeing at the top, because that basically means that Bitcoin is moving from strong hands most of the time into retail investors who are buying at the top. Right now, we are actually seeing the opposite. Like, we are seeing that the illiquid supply ratio is going up, but that the price is going down. That is a bullish divergence. So we had one right here in June, July 2021. And eventually we got that nice rally, that nice breakout in the Bitcoin price. We had it in September as well. The price was going down, but the illiquid supply ratio was going up. And right now we are seeing the same thing. So the price is going down, but Bitcoin is still moving into the stronger hands who are less prone to selling, which basically is bullish for the price of Bitcoin. These things are not being expressed directly in the Bitcoin price. However, in a macro perspective view, this is a bullish signal, and also shows me that as long as this metric is going on, going up, the downside to Bitcoin is slightly limited in my opinion. Then guys, let's have a look at the Dixie right here. We haven't had a look at the Dixie for some time, but what we can see is that the Dixie right now has flipped some resistance into support. Actually, the exact level we have been pointing out, right? We got that breakout, eventually we came back down. This level is holding as support. We are trading back into this rising channel right here. And I think it is important to watch the Dixie. If we bring our momentum indicators, we can see some bearish divergences, right? The Dixie trending up while the relative strength index is trending down. MACD is trending down as well. However, we still flipped resistance into support, so this is a chart you want to be watching. If the Dixie were to come down, lose this level again, that would be bullish of Bitcoin, especially if we can lose the uptrending support right here of this rising channel. If we get another attempt of breakout right here from this uptrending resistance from this rising channel, then we might see some extra selling pressure on the price of Bitcoin, as there is a inverse correlation between the Dixie and the Bitcoin price. So guys, that is important to watch. The Dixie, as there is a inverse correlation with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a correlation with the S&P 500. So what we can see in the S&P 500 right now is that we are trading back below the middle of the channel right here, and we are testing right now an important moving average. That's the 50 daily moving average. And it is possible for the S&P 500 to get a bounce from these levels, as it is a key support. We can see in the historical price action we have been bouncing from these levels as well. However, if we break below the 50 daily right here, then we can definitely see a further drop, testing the uptrending support of this bigger rising channel. If we would see that breakdown, then that would be slightly bearish for Bitcoin as well, as this drop in the S&P 500 could cause some selling pressure on the price of Bitcoin as well. So the S&P 500 and the Dixie chart are definitely your friends you want to be watching during this period. Then guys, let's quickly go back to Bitcoin. Let me show you the exact levels that I'm watching right now. Let's get rid of that moving average. So we have the bottom of the channel right now at approximately $45,000. There is the key support. Bitcoin can always come down and test the support of this channel as long as we are trading within this structure. The middle of the channel, which right now is acting as resistance, is at approximately roughly $47,000. And the resistance is right here, slightly above $49,000. Yesterday it was at 49,200. Right now it's at 49,150. So take in mind, these levels, they decline every day as they are dynamic levels. So guys, this is what I'm watching in the Bitcoin price. Sooner or later, I expect a breakout. Of course, breakouts can be in both directions, either to the upside or to the downside. The signals that I'm seeing in the markets right now is that I think it's more likely to be to the upside. However, when that is going to be, I cannot tell you guys, because as long as we are trading within this structure, I do expect Bitcoin to continue to trade within the structure, and that will only change after we are seeing that breakout. So that is also an important thing to note. If you guys are interested in trading this breakout when we are seeing it breaking out to the upside or to the downside, like I said before, I'm recommending free exchanges. Right now, the biggest bonus you can claim over on the Bybit exchange, a $4,100 bonus and a 10% discount on your fees, only with my affiliate link down below. This is a temporary bonus, so if you are interested in that, make sure to take advantage of that. if you want to learn how to use these exchanges, I've made multiple tutorials over that over on my channel. So if you are interested in that, you can watch my other videos. Then guys, I want to wish every single one of you an awesome day, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.